going to do determinants in this video. The first part of determinants, part 1 video of determinant. Now, what is a determinant? Every square matrix can be associated to an expression or a number which is known as its determinant. So every square matrix has something to call determinant. So that means determinant can be found only for a square matrix. Alright, a matrix which has equal number of rows and equal number of columns. So this is the first point to be noted. Determinant is a value expressed to a given matrix and it can be found only if it is a square matrix. Now, if A equals to Aij, A equals to, where elements are in the form of Aij, is a square matrix of order n, then the determinant of A is denoted by DETA. So either they write it as DETA or they put the absolute value sign. So when you write this modulus kind of thing, it's called determinant of A because A is a matrix here. Alright, if it's algebra, we solve its modulus of A, but here it's matrix, so it's determinant of A. Okay, so I've given you a few examples of way we express. Remember, matrix is expressed in square braces, square brackets. But if it's a determinant, you should have vertical lines like this. So when in question they say evaluate with these two lines, it means find the determinant of that. So when you find two vertical lines or modulus sign, it calls determinant. Now, how to find determinant for a 2 by 2 matrix? Okay, how to find determinant for a 2 by 2 matrix? If it's a 2 by 2 matrix, then before you start finding the determinant, put a plus and minus sign on top of it. Plus and minus on top of it. Alright. Then consider the first row. And in that consider the first element. So what is first element? A11, A11. And the sign here it's plus. So plus A11. Now delete the row and column in which this A11 is present from your mind, which means I'm deleting the row and column in which A11 is present. Column is this and row is this. When I delete it from my mind, what remains is A22, isn't it? A22. So A11 into A22. Now go to the next element of the first row, which is A12. So with signs, we get minus A12. Again do the same process. Delete the column and the row in which A12 is present from your mind. What remains? A21. So that means A12 into A21. Okay. This is the determinant value of a 2 by 2 matrix. Now let me give you an example with numericals. Example, determinant of 1, 2, 3, 5. Alright. Or let's keep it as minus 1 and minus 5. Alright. I said put a plus and minus sign on top of it. That's the first step. Put a plus and minus sign on top of it. Consider the first element in the first row. First element in the first row is minus 1. Alright. So minus 1 into plus is minus 1. Now delete the row and column in which this minus 1 is present. Deleted. What remains is minus 5. So minus 1 into minus 5. Now the next element is 2. And it's minus here. So it's minus 2. Plus 2 into minus is minus 2. Then delete the row and column in which this minus 2 is present. What remains is 3. So it's 5 minus 6. Minus 1 is the determinant value. Alright, one more sum. Determinant of 5, 6, 2, 4. So put a plus and minus sign on top of it. Plus 5 into plus 5 into, delete the row and column in which this 5 is present. What remains is 4. Then minus 6. Delete the row and column in which 6 is present. 2. So 20 minus 12. So that means 8. Understood? Now what is the reason behind this plus and minus? Why are we putting plus and minus on top of it? The process is minus 1 to the power of the element that we are, to the power of the element. We are taking element A 1 1. So minus 1 to the power of I plus j. So I get plus because it is minus 1 to the power of 1 plus 1. That's minus 1 square and that's 1 plus 1. And whereas when I go for this element, it's minus 1 to the power of 1 plus 2. So that's minus 1 to the power of 3 and that's minus 1. So you get plus here and you get minus here because it is minus 1 to the power of I plus j. Okay, this is determinant for a 2 by 2. Now let's take determinant for a 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, for a 3 by 3 matrix. Now what is a 3 by 3? A11, A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32 and A33. What is the sign we put on the top? Plus, minus, plus. Okay, if you are expanding the first row, it is plus, minus, plus. Why? Because it is minus 1 to the power of 1 plus 1, minus 1 to the power of 1 plus 2, minus 1 to the power of 1 plus 3. Alright, and in case if you are expanding the second row, remember determine does not mean expansion along only the first row. It can be done for any row or any column. But initially you only do it for the first row because it is comfortable to do it. Later on you can do it for any row or any column, you get the same value. So in case if you are opting for second row, then the signs that you should consider on top of this element is minus 1 to the power of 2 plus 1, minus 1 to the power of 2 plus 2, minus 1 to the power of 2 plus 3. And in case if you are opting for the third row, it is minus 1 to the power of 3 plus 1, minus 1 to the power of 3 plus 2, minus 1 to the power of 3 plus 3. What do this gives me? This gives me plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. Check and see. Minus 1 to the power of 2. Power even, minus will not remain, will be positive. Power odd, negative. So wherever power is even, we get plus. Wherever power is odd, we get negative. So this is the signs that we have to take into account before we expand a determinant. So if you're expanding the first row, we take the sign as plus, minus, plus because the sign allotted for the first row is plus, minus, plus. If you're doing it for the second row, you do it, take it as minus 1 plus, minus 1 plus minus. And if you're going for third row, it's plus, minus, plus. But initially, I would insist all of you to do it only for the first row. And here I'm doing it only for the first row. Okay. Now, what do I get if I do it for the first row? The first element is A11 plus A11. Delete the row and column in which this A11 is present. Present in this column and this row. If I delete, what remains? It remains another determinant. So determinant of A22, A23, A32, A33. Then minus A12. Again, delete the row and column in which A12 is present. A12 is present in this column and this row. If I delete that, what remains here is A21, A23, A31 and A33. And then now go to the third element of the first row, which is A13. Sign is plus A13. Delete the row and column in which A13 is present in this column and this row. So what remains here? A21, A22, A31, A32. Alright, now we need to further find the determinant for a 2 by 2. So put a plus and minus on top of it. Alright, so it is A11 into A22 minus A22 into A33 minus A23 into A32, which means this minus this. Alright, likewise for the next also, A12 into this minus this. So A21, A33 minus A23, A31. Then it's plus A31 into this minus this. So A21 into A32 minus A22 into A31. Okay. Well, with AIJ format, it's a bit confusing. Let's take a sum and explain this. Okay. Alright. Start for a 3 by 3 matrix now. Finding determinant for a 3 by 3. So put plus, minus, plus on top of it. As I said, we're going to do only for the first row right now. So first element is 2. Delete the row and column in which 2 is present. 2 is present in this column and in this row, isn't it? So if you delete, what remains? Better I'll clear it, otherwise I'll miss some numbers. So what remains is 2, 3, 1 and minus 3. Now the next element, which is minus 3. Delete the row and column in which 3 is present, this way and this way, isn't it? So let's clear that. So remaining what? 1, 3, minus 2, minus 3. Now the next element, minus 2. Delete the row and column in which minus 2 is present, this way. So this is what remains. So 1, 2, minus 2 and 1. Now put a plus and minus on top of this. Two times minus 6 minus 4 minus 3 into minus 9 plus 6 minus 2 into 1 plus 4. So that means 2 into, oh no, this is minus 6 minus 3. Alright. So 2 into minus 9 minus 3 into 3 minus 2 into 5. Correct? So that means minus 18, minus 9 and minus 10. So minus 18, minus 19. So minus 37 is the determinant value. So this is how we find determinant for a 3 by 3 matrix. Singular matrix. A square matrix is singular if its determinant is 0. Otherwise, it is a non-singular matrix. So you all know how to take determinant now. So if determinant is 0, we call that matrix as a singular matrix. Otherwise, it's a non-singular matrix. Alright? Okay. Next is to finding minors and cofactors. Okay. We first learned what is determinant. Now we are going to learn minors and cofactors. For minors, it is actually very simple. The signs that I told you, the plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. Put it on top of all the rows. The first row, if you expand, you put plus, minus, plus. If you're expanding the second row, we put minus, plus, minus. If you're expanding the third row, you put plus, minus, plus. Okay. Now, listen. Minor is denoted by M letter. M letter used to denote minor. So, M11 is minor of A11. M12 is minor of M12 is minor of A12, and so on. So how to find M11 now? Same thing. Delete the row and the column in which this A11 is present. It is present. It is present in this way. So if I delete, this is what remains. So determinant of A22, A23, A32, A33. All right. Isn't it? So that is how we find minor of A11, and the answer is represented as M11. Now, likewise for A12. So we don't take these signs which I wrote on the top over here right now. So when you go for A12, delete the row and column where A12 is present. So A21, A31, A23, A33. Then go for A13. Delete the row and column in which A13 is present. So A21, A22, A31, A32. Like that you have to do it for all the elements, not just for the first row elements. So let's go for A21 now. If I go for A21, A21 is present in the second row and first column. What remains then? A21, A13, A32, A33. Look at this. Alright. So like that for all elements till A33. Till A33 you do it for all elements. So with that we get the minors. This is minus. Now minus in minor I only found the matrix that I get by eliminating the corresponding elements row and column. Alright. And I didn't take the signs that I put on top of it. Alright. Now the cofactors are minors with the sign. So now consider the signs that I put on top of the elements. Minors with the sign is cofactors. So C11 is M plus times M11. C12 is minus M12. C13 is plus M13. C21 is minus A21, and so on for all. So cofactor matrix is denoted by AC, which is C11, C22, C13. All the answers that we got over here, we make them into a matrix. So this is cofactor matrix. This is cofactor matrix. Determinant, singular, minor, cofactor. All right. Now adjoint. Everything is interconnected. So if you can learn one, you can connect with the other very simply. Adjoint. Adjoint of a square matrix is just the transpose of the cofactors. Well, we found the cofactor as AC, right? Transpose this. So a cofactor transpose is called as the adjoint. You all very well know how to transpose it. So just transpose the cofactor matrix, you get adjoint matrix. Alright, last but not the least, we learned all this to find the inverse. What is inverse now? The given matrix is, if it's non-singular, that means if determinant is not equal to 0, then inverse exists. And A inverse is 1 by or adjoint of A by determinant of A. Determinant was the first thing that we learned. Adjoint is the last thing that we learned. So 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A is called as the inverse of a matrix. Inverse will exist only when the matrix is a non-singular matrix. That means determinant should be not equal to 0. Alright. So minus, cofactors, transpose of cofactor is adjoint, Inverse is equal to adjoint of a matrix divided by determinant of the matrix, but determinant must be not equal to 0. All right? Clear? Fine. Watch this video again and apply this to the textbook question. Thank you.